Hello, viewers. Welcome to the latest edition of the 𝗙𝗿𝗲 Times. Our guest today is a multilingual Swedish actor known for his powerful performances across film, television, and theater. He gained international acclaim through standout roles in A Man Called Ove, The Third Day, and Mission 𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗲, and a lot of other films. Fluent in English, German, French, and Swedish, he brings a rich global depth to every character he portrays. From managing restaurant to commanding the screen, his journey reflects bold reinvention and passion for the craft. Celebrated for his versatility and magnetic presence, please join me in welcoming Börje Lundberg. Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you so very much.
So even we means I, myself, my team, everyone is so pleased to see you on the 𝗙𝗿𝗲 Times platform. Sir,
Thank you.
my first question is, you have portrayed a wide range of characters. Okay, so my question is, which role challenged you the most emotionally or physically, and why?
That's a question you get many times. Which one did you was the most funny one to
Yes.
play and to be in? And I think most actors like to those complex, um, deep characters when you're quite far away from your own personality. So and I don't see it that way, because if you are in a complex character, you are in that character and you can't really enjoy it, um, because there's so many things around you. You must, I mean, the main thing, you are there to deliver on a world class level, and you are so concentrated in what you are doing. So the world outside the camera and the team, it doesn't exist. So uh, I mean, I would say, which one you, is most challenging role, the most challenging role. I think it's the third day, when I worked together with many big names like Jude Law, Naomi Harris, Emily Watson, Freya Allen, all superstars, and I was the only actor outside UK, and that was a very complex character, because it was 6 episodes, and after 3, I changed a lot in my character. The first one, I was more like a homeless guy, and I remember when I was in London, I was going into a hamburger restaurant, and they looked at me because I had let my beard grow and hair grow, and they looked at me. And when I said I want the number three from the menu, they looked at me and said, "Are you sure you can afford that?" So then I know I was really in the character, and yeah, I think that's the one. Uh, the biggest challenge, and the both for the acting and also for the character.
Sir, your one role in Mission 𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗲 had a unique blend of humor and intellect. Here in India, what we see, most of the actors say in their interviews that they prepare themselves before choosing any particular role. So my question is that how do you approach a role that mixes genres like comedy, drama, adventure, and some other things?
Well, of course, you need to. I always start with reading the script and working with the lines, and then I feel inside me when you're studying the lines or do rehearsal with the lines. I feel it's growing inside me. but I can also find the costume, the makeup to help myself, and if I do a rehearsal, to come closer to the character. So then I can also work with a mirror, uh, because the challenge for me, I see myself as a picture artist, and for me that means that a little bit down is drama, a little bit up is comedy. And I work a lot with that because um, I love to be in there in that, and to make small things big. And with that I mean, in a scene, and normally an actor can tell two things, but I see it's like a challenge to tell three or four things. So I can work with a mirror and see where my eyes goes, and to build up the drama together with a mirror, or with the camera. I can also record it, and I love I love to be just in that situation. It's a creating part of the acting for me.
So you have acted in Swedish, English, German, French. So here I would like to know that how do you emotionally connect with a character when performing in a non-native language? And the second thing, did you learn these languages for the acting, taken any specific classes, or it just happened in course of time?
Well, it's more difficult to work with lines in a foreign language. And first, I can translate them to Swedish, and I can record the lines in Swedish and see how I build up my voice and where I make a break, or something like that. So that's sometimes where I start, and then I can translate it and say the lines in German or English, because then I take with me my feeling for the lines as original. And well, I started. I learned English, German, and French in school in Sweden. But when I was young, I wanted to come out and see the world. So I started to work on some of that time's finest cruise ships in the world. And I became, after a few months, I became a waiter. And that was very rich people, passengers. And we have to kind of not only serve, we had a social connection with them. Uh, we also perform with them with our dining. So, and I felt that now the dining room was my theater. So I saw it like I was making some kind of stand up. And traveling has always been big love for me. I think I've been in 70 countries, something like that. And I did a quite good uh, um, career in restaurant business as food and beverage manager for Ramada hotels. And that time you should know the menu in English, German, and French. And I love this international uh, environment. So I've been working with in restaurants, and I've been working with all nationalities. And it's very difficult if you come to Sweden and you speak English, because it's very difficult to learn, because Swedish people, we love to speak English, so they will never speak Swedish with you. So yeah, I love it's a big interest, languages is a big interest for me.
Sir, as you mentioned, once you were a waiter in a restaurant. So that time, how did this idea come to your view? I should be an actor. Why not any other profession? What the factor actually was you think that responsible behind making you as an actor?
Well, I think it started. I come from a small town in Sweden, and now the only thing you can do on Sunday evenings in that time there was go to cinema and watch movies. And I remember I was 14 and I saw a close up on one actor, and I saw his acting, and I was thinking to myself, give me one chance in that, and that will be enough. But that time in Sweden, I couldn't come to my father and say, I want to become an actor, because he would say, that's not a profession, you can't live on that. Today it's a profession, but it's hard to live on. But I didn't want to become a theater actor. I wanted to become a film actor because, as I said, I see myself as a picture artist. So this trigger has been the same my entire life, making pictures. I later became a chef. I had my own restaurant. I went to art school, and I see film is kind of making one picture. And that must be interesting, that picture. But film is making 10, 15 pictures, and you put them together. But every picture must be interesting. And when I had my restaurant, I was thinking, shall I give up this and go to uh, theater school now, or what should I do? Well, I went to art school, and then I saw an ad for a commercial, and I went there. I did a casting, and I booked that one, and I booked another one, and that was 25 years ago. So actually, it wasn't. I never thought of making career. I wanted to see if I work hard. I took classes, and uh, I love this, and I work really hard. Where will this journey take me? And I remember, I think it was 2010. I had a commercial. It had a prize in Cannes Lion, and it was a competition in Sweden, and the best commercial in Sweden. And I saw myself on a big screen together with a lot of uh, directors, producers, and I was thinking I would never do anything higher on my staircase than this. But next year I was filming in India, commercial. I got an agent in Sweden, in Norway, UK, Germany, and I wanted to have an agent in India as well, but that took 13 more years. So step by step, and I have also studied economy at the university, and I know that it's the same receipt behind success. Whatever you sell, if you sell tomatoes, you sell yourself, or whatever, you must have a good product, and you must be in touch with the market, give the market what it wants, and you must love what you're doing, selling, and you must work very, very hard. And I had successful careers before, and I know how to get success. So I worked really hard with taking uh, independent productions, school productions, everything for 5 years, just to learning by doing the hard way. because when you are on set
Hmm.
and you have the camera is they are taking a close up on you, and you have big names, Hollywood names around you,
Hmm.
100, 150 people
Hmm.
on the team.
Hmm.
The only everybody are watching you, but the only thing you can trust is on yourself,
Hmm.
and that you have been in this situation before.
Hmm.
So learning by doing, and it doesn't matter uh, what kind of project, because there's always something good you can take from that production and take it with you to the next production. So
Hmm.
yeah, and I like to put up target and see if I can get them. So now my target is to play the big tournaments in tennis in about 3 years. So we will see.
So nice when you said that no barrier, learning by doing. So I can say it is truly said, where there is a will, there is a way. No barrier, nothing. Do
Yeah,
you watch Bollywood movies? Have you ever seen any Bollywood movie?
yeah. I've seen there was a festival in Sweden. I've seen several Indian Marathi films, and I shot my first Bollywood film now in October. The Thai story. Parish Raval is one of the actors. It was a small role, but it was my first. I'm very happy for it. It was up in Dehradun, and I think the release will be very soon. It was awarded in London for a couple of months. The Thai story. I play an American scientist coming to the Taj Mahal, and it's a little bit some kind of cliffhanger story changer for the movie. A small role, but I was very happy to be there, and I met very good and very nice people. So
Hmm.
I hope to. I've done a audition for a number of Indian Bollywood film. SS Maraya Yudi, and this emergency I did for with Indira emergency with in Indira Gandhi story, and some others. So I have very good friends in India, and I hope to soon be back and filming a Bollywood project.
You have worked across European cinema, Hollywood movies, Bollywood movies. So, how do you compare the working styles of these industries? What differences you find, especially if Bollywood comes?
Well, it's a question of budget. Yeah, how much budget? Because when you're working on an actor, it's the same. You have a DOP, director of photography. You have a director. You have sound. You have makeup, and yeah, and you do your job. It's very much the same. So it's more about how the difference on budget. If there's a small team, 10 people or 200, and also if you have your own driver with a nice car, and you're staying 5-star hotel or medium hotel, and it's a question of budget. And well, yeah, I would say so, because the job is the same wherever you are and wherever you're filming. It's a question of the weather and other other things.
See, one thing what we see in Indian movies, that actor, actresses, circling around the tree, singing, dancing. So, how do you see such situations? If you get such opportunity, would you like to do? You enjoy this?
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I'm not a good dancer and I'm not a good singer, so I prefer to play drama or comedy roles more. Yeah, standard. Yeah, um, but I understand also there are several reasons uh, um, why your films are like they are compared to ours, because we are very much like a film shall be. Every scene shall drive next scene forward, and when it regular it's 1.5 hour, and we watch it in cinemas, and yeah, we are very much like that. If we can say, oh, how was the film? It was good, but a little bit long. And for you to watch a film, you go together, 20, 30, 40 people, and it's a kind of party. And the longer the film is, the better is the party. Is that correct?
Sir, one of your movies, I would like to mention here, The Third Day. So, in
Yeah,
that, you actually acted alongside Jude Law in a Mystery Legends
yeah.
and immersive series, I can say. So, what was your experience working on such an intense psychological thriller? Do you like this genre?
Well, I like the script. I was very honored to work with so many great names. I mean, it was the top of Europe, a lot of Hollywood actors, and to be a part of it, it was amazing. And we were filming on an island. It was a little bit, yeah, special, because you had to. The tide came, and you had to stay there for 3 4 days, and it was like you were locked in that place. So and that was why they chose that island. And my character was, yeah, there was I think I was one of the nicest guys in that Syria, because there was the other one were not so nice. Was happening a lot of things, and but what I learned from that is that I mean, Sweden is a small country, and uh, we have some big names, but compared to UK, we are still a small country. In UK, the stars are really the big stars are really big, and they don't have to play stars. They know what they are, and they are very humble. Like Jude Law is one of the most humble person I ever met. He cares about everything and everybody, and nobody. He never had to defend his role or his name. Or everybody knows he's a superstar, so he doesn't need to pretend something else. He's just like he is, and that was very. I was very happy to get to know this. That real stars don't play stars; they are stars.
So,
So
you said you love comedy. So, a very
yeah,
specific question I would like to know here in India. Most of the acting teachers say that comedy is the most difficult genre and timing is very important for
yeah.
comedy scenes. So, how do you see this and what is your opinion and your pieces of advice related to this, especially for aspiring actors?
Yeah, I agree. First, I because I've done a lot of comedy. I'm still the most popular commercial character in Norway, with I did it for 6 or 7 years, and they did casting for 1,000 actor before I got the role. And in the beginning, I said, because not so many people can do comedy, they can do drama. Every actor can play drama, but not comedy. So I said, yeah, it's a question of personality. Then I learned it's not. It's a question of timing. If you don't have the timing for comedy, I don't think you really have it for drama either. So that's my opinion. Comedy is about timing, and that's something you must feel inside you. You need to have the tools for comedy. But for example, a long look can be funny, but it's you must feel it. The director can't say, look at him for 7 seconds, then it will be funny. You must feel after 7 seconds. That was funny. Okay, next. So yeah, and I know I have it, and so actually I have it inside me. So that's a talent I have. So actually I prefer drama because comedy is very simple for me. It's more challenging working with drama.
One funny question for you. You know a lot of languages. Suppose, or maybe, have you found yourself in any awkward situation and you started or you used your language skill as a weapon to avoid or to come out of that situation?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
You do this.
interesting question. Yeah, yeah, I've done it. Yeah, yeah.
So your family members, especially children, did get advantage from your language skills?
Yeah, they my oldest son, he is working for the Swedish government, and he's been working in Paris for 6.5 years, and they both actually very good in English, and yeah.
सो व्यूवर्स, आपको ये आज का एपिसोड कैसा लगा? और ये वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम हम किसी हॉलीवुड एक्टर का इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं, और आप प्लीज़ हमें बताइएगा कि आपको ये इंटरव्यू वाकई कैसा लगा। लाइक करिएगा और सब्सक्राइब भी करते रहिए, और मिलते हैं एक और नए एपिसोड में बहुत जल्द। और पता ही है कि मैं कौन हूँ। मैं हूँ एक वेरी कॉमन मैन, आप ही के जैसा, आप ही के घर का एक सदस्य, आशीष कुमार। तो देखते रहिए द हिलेरी टाइम्स। मुझे दीजिए इजाजत। जय हिंद।